Hi there, Evo 456 fans. Today we're going to talk about a vehicle that we just picked up in Surrey, BC. It was a vehicle that was advertised on Craigslist, and I scrambled to go and buy it for a few reasons. Here it is. You would think that this is probably an Evo 5 with fog light covers and in a pretty rare color, I guess, for Evo 5s. But in actuality, this is a Tommi Makinen Evo VI, and it has quite an interesting history I'll tell you about right now. So this car was brought into Canada around 2015 by a company in BC called Velocity Cars. And at that time, they were bringing in some pretty interesting stuff. A few of my friends that are also interested in Mitsubishi Evolutions had seen this vehicle go to auction around that time, and the question was always, is this a real TME car? For obvious reasons, it doesn't look like a real TME car, but I myself have lived in Japan, and I kind of understand that a lot of Japanese people and the Japanese car scene revolves around being original and being different, and so it's quite fitting to the culture that at some point someone decided, probably when the values of these cars were a little bit lower, that they wanted an interesting look, and so they changed their Tommi Makinen Edition Evo VI into a bluish purple Evo 5. And so I flew to British Columbia, Canada to take a look at the car after verifying the VIN number, and the VIN number makes this a late production TME Evo 6. It was near the end of the production run, and it is supposed to be a white TME, and so it has the white paint coat on the VIN as well. So let's take a look under the hood so that you can see that it's obvious that this is actually a repaint. So here we're taking a look under the hood. There's a few things that you can notice here, that the engine bay itself is white. So a lot of times in the repaints of cars, they're not going to go to the extent of pulling out the engine and spraying the engine bay. It's funny, in this car in particular, the car is a very good quality repaint. They did door jambs, they did in the trunk. However, it's very telling that eventually you'll pop the hood and you'll look and you'll see that they didn't pull the engine out and do a complete respray. This would have been a very expensive paint job at the time. You can see even under the hood, they painted the underside of the hood. So in sort of tracking the genealogy of this car and figuring out that it was a TME, the first thing I would look at is under the hood, is the original color still there? And the VIN plate and the stamp on the firewall match, and it is a 020 VIN car, which is the TME series, and the VIN number itself falls within the range that's kind of accepted that it would be within the TME production range. So moving to the back of the car, just to show you guys a few more things about the repaint itself. The inside of the trunk's been painted. Again, this is not a cheapy repaint. You can see here the arms for the trunk as they come down. They changed from blue to white because this was a white car originally. And then under the package tray, everything is white, and the brace that runs behind the seat is white as well. So taking a look on the inside of the car here, the Tommi Makinen Edition Recaro seats are present. We also have the shift boot and the shift knob with the red stitching, and there's also a black face gauge cluster. The TME ECU, which is the Evo 6.5 ECU, and so there's no doubt in my mind that this is a TME car that went through a repaint really early on. We're gonna have a lot of fun restoring this car and getting it back to stock the way it should be. So if you like this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If you want to see more JDM Evo related videos, subscribe to our channel. For the most up-to-date news about Club 456, visit our Instagram or Facebook. Links in the description below. Also, check out our website at club456.ca for more JDM content and technical articles. See you soon!